Have you ever stood in front of your closet, staring at racks of clothes and whispered to yourself, I have nothing to wear? You're not alone. As we get older, our bodies change, our lifestyles shift, and what used to feel right suddenly doesn't anymore. The jeans are tighter, the neckline feels off, or the colors just don't seem to suit us like they once did. And so many of us, smart, stylish women, end up feeling invisible or out of touch with what fashion is supposed to look like after 60. But here's the truth. Looking chic doesn't have to mean following trends or filling your closet with new pieces every season. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Style at this stage of life is about simplicity, comfort, ease, and knowing who you are without needing to prove it to anyone. There's something incredibly freeing about dressing for yourself, not for the office, not for a party, not to impress strangers, but simply to feel good in your skin and quietly confident in your clothes. That's why today, we're stripping fashion down to its most essential elements. No fluff, no fuss, just 5 timeless, reliable staples that every woman over 60 should have in her closet. Each one has been carefully chosen not only for style but for function and longevity. Pieces you can mix, match, dress up or down, and keep wearing season after season without ever feeling out of place. We're talking about those go-to garments that fit like a second skin, flatter your figure, and make you feel pulled together with minimal effort. Whether you're rebuilding your wardrobe or simply refining it, these staples are a beautiful starting point. You might already own one or two, or maybe you've been searching for the perfect version but haven't quite found it yet. In this video, I'll walk you through each piece, why it matters, how to choose the best one for your shape and style, and simple ways to make it feel modern, elegant, and entirely your own. So grab a cup of tea, take a breath, and let's rediscover how joyful and effortless getting dressed can be. Because fashion after 60, it's not about rules, it's about you. Sometimes, all it takes is one perfect piece to remind you just how beautiful simple can be. And nothing says effortless elegance quite like a classic white button-down shirt. Now I know what you might be thinking. A white shirt. Isn't that a little plain? But hear me out. When it's the right cut, the right fabric, and the right fit, a white shirt becomes more than just a basic. It becomes your foundation. Your canvas, your most versatile piece. The beauty of a white button-down is in its quiet strength. It doesn't scream for attention. It lets you shine instead. Soft cotton, silky poplin, or a linen blend, whichever texture feels best on your skin, that's the one to reach for. At our age, comfort is never a luxury. It's a necessity. Let's talk about structure. You want a shirt that gives shape, but not stiffness. Look for a gently tailored waist or a relaxed, flowy cut if you prefer movement. Avoid anything too boxy or tight. It's not about hiding your shape, it's about honoring it. The collar matters too. A pointed collar adds polish, while a mandarin or open neckline softens the look. Choose what flatters your face and suits your mood. And sleeves. Go with 3/4 or long sleeves that can be rolled or pushed up, just enough to show your wrists and a bracelet if you like. It adds a touch of femininity that's subtle but powerful. And the styling possibilities. Endless. Pair it with high-waisted jeans for brunch, tuck it into a skirt for a garden party, layer it under a soft blazer for meetings or errands. You can knot it at the waist over a sundress or wear it open like a lightweight jacket. White goes with everything, but more importantly, it goes with you. If you're worried about maintenance, don't be. There are plenty of wrinkle-resistant blends now, and even linen looks intentional with a little crinkle. Just be sure to invest in quality. A shirt that holds its shape, washes well, and doesn't turn see-through after 2 wears. Because this isn't just a shirt, it's a declaration. That you can be polished and relaxed, simple and sophisticated, and always, always true to yourself. Up next, we'll explore a piece that's just as powerful in its simplicity. A pant that flatters, supports, and stretches with you wherever the day leads. There's something quietly transformative about finding the right pair of pants. Not just any pants, but the kind that make you stand a little taller the moment you slip them on. For women over 60, the perfect high-waisted pant is more than just a trend. It's a timeless silhouette that offers structure, comfort, and grace, all in one beautifully tailored line. Let's start with the rise. A true high waist hits just above the belly button, not too tight, not too low. This placement gently supports your midsection without pinching and instantly elongates your legs. You'll be amazed how balanced and pulled together you feel. Now, fabric is everything. Look for something with a little stretch, like ponte knit, soft twill, or a structured jersey. These materials move with you throughout the day while keeping their shape and never sagging at the knees or waist. It's the kind of freedom that feels like a quiet luxury. And fit? Tailored doesn't mean tight. What you want is a clean front, smooth hips, and a cut that flatters your natural lines. Some women love a straight leg, classic and always flattering. Others may prefer a gentle taper or a wide leg flow that brushes the ankle. Whatever your choice, let it echo your personality. Don't underestimate the power of color. Neutrals like navy, taupe, or soft black are endlessly versatile and feel more forgiving than stark white or bold brights. But don't shy away from subtle tones like dusty rose, warm olive, or muted plum if they make you smile. Color doesn't have to shout. It can whisper beautifully. Another little detail that matters? Pockets. Look for ones that lie flat, nothing that bulges or adds volume where you don't want it. And consider pants with a hidden waistband or soft elastic back if comfort is your top priority. You'd be surprised how modern and refined these little touches can feel. Style these pants with ease. Tuck in your white shirt from earlier, add a soft sweater or silk blouse, or pair them with a blazer and a bold necklace for an elevated everyday look. Slip into some stylish flats or ankle boots, and you're ready for anything. Coffee dates, family visits, or even just a peaceful walk around the block. Because when your pants fit well, you don't fidget. You don't overthink. You move through your day with quiet confidence. And that, my friend, is true style. Coming up, we'll add a touch of structure and sophistication with one timeless piece that instantly elevates every outfit, the soft, effortless blazer. Some pieces have a way of making you feel instantly pulled together without ever trying too hard. And at the top of that list is the soft, perfectly fitted blazer. Forget the stiff corporate jackets from years past. This is not about boardroom fashion or dressing for anyone else's expectations. This is about your version of elegance, relaxed, graceful, and quietly strong. The right blazer for a woman over 60 should feel more like a gentle hug than a rigid shell. Look for soft tailoring, nothing too boxy or sharply structured. Modern blazers are made with stretch blends, unlined backs, and even jersey knits that allow you to move, breathe, and live in them. When you slip one on, it should sit gently on your shoulders, skim your shape, and make you feel both grounded and elevated. Now let's talk length. A blazer that ends just below the hip flatters most figures. It covers what you want covered without overwhelming your frame. But if you're petite, a shorter style that hits at mid-hip can work wonders, keeping your proportions light and balanced. The goal is always harmony, not hiding. As for color, this is where your personality can shine. A soft cream or dove gray offers a light, fresh feel. Navy adds classic polish. Muted blush or warm camel brings subtle warmth to the skin. And yes, if you have a bold streak, try a deep burgundy or teal. Color can speak volumes, even in a whisper. Sleeves matter more than most people think. Full length is classic, but rolling or gently scrunching them adds a touch of ease and lets your wrists peek through, a subtle way to show off your favorite bracelet or watch. It's these small details that say, I know who I am. And styling? Oh, the possibilities are endless. Layer it over your white button-down and high-waisted pants for a timeless trio, or wear it open over a simple knit tee and jeans for a look that's relaxed but refined. It can even soften a dress or add just the right amount of structure to a flowing skirt. You don't need shoulder pads or hard lines to command attention. You need softness with shape, confidence with comfort. And a blazer gives you exactly that. When shopping, don't rush. Try it on. Move in it, reach, sit, stretch, see how it behaves. A good blazer will support you without restriction. It becomes a second skin, not a costume. And remember, this isn't about dressing up, it's about dressing true. Blazers are not reserved for work or special occasions. They're for days when you want to feel a little more you. Next, we're stepping into something flowing and feminine. A piece that dances with you, flatters every shape, and feels like freedom. The timeless midi dress. There's a certain magic that happens when you slip on the right dress. It doesn't cling. It doesn't compete. It simply moves with you, softly and gracefully, like it was made just for your rhythm. That's the power of the midi dress. Not too short. Not too long. It hits that perfect spot, somewhere between the knee and the ankle, where elegance lives and comfort stays. For women over 60, the midi dress is more than just flattering. It's liberating. No tugging, no squeezing, no worrying, just freedom to be you. Let's start with shape. The most timeless cut is the A-line. It gently hugs the waist, then flows away from the body without adding bulk. This silhouette flatters nearly every body type, whether you want to highlight your curves or create a graceful, elongated line. Wrap styles are also beautiful, offering adjustability and a lovely V-neck that flatters the neckline without being too low. Now fabric. Soft is the secret. Think breathable cotton, flowing rayon, or lightweight jersey, materials that feel good on the skin and move with ease. A little stretch goes a long way, and natural fabrics are especially kind to mature skin. Prints and colors? Here's where you get to play. If you love florals, choose soft, spaced-out patterns rather than busy, crowded ones. If you prefer solids, earthy tones like olive, dusty rose, or chambray blue can add quiet sophistication. And don't be afraid of a little pattern. Polka dots, subtle stripes, or even a soft, abstract design can be charming and age-defying. Sleeves are your friend. Cap sleeves, three-quarter, or long sleeves with a loose cuff all work beautifully. They offer coverage if you want it, and softness if you need it. And if you find a sleeveless dress you love, just add a light cardigan or that lovely blazer we talked about earlier. Midi dresses are perfect for layering, belted at the waist with a slim leather belt for definition. Add a denim jacket or a linen scarf on cooler mornings. You can even wear leggings or tights underneath when the weather calls for it. And shoes. Flats, sandals, ankle boots, all of them pair effortlessly. The goal isn't to look dressed up, but to look complete, as if every piece was meant to go together. When you wear a midi dress that fits just right, something shifts inside. You walk a little lighter, you smile a little more. You remember that comfort and femininity don't have to be separate. This isn't about trying to look young. It's about feeling alive and honoring your body at every stage. Next, we'll ground your look with something equally essential. A pair of shoes designed for both beauty and support, the perfect pair of flats. Every great outfit deserves to end on the right note, and for women over 60, that note is often struck best with a beautiful, supportive pair of flats. Heels may have had their time, but comfort no longer has to mean compromising on style. Today's flats aren't the stiff, boring basics of the past. They're graceful, thoughtful, and, when chosen well, can elevate your entire look while taking care of your feet. Let's begin with what matters most: comfort. At this stage in life, foot health becomes essential. Many women experience arch fatigue, bunions, or heel sensitivity, so a proper flat should never be truly flat inside. Look for shoes with built-in arch support, a cushioned footbed, and a sole that absorbs shock as you walk. The toe box should be roomy enough to let your toes breathe, but still feel neat and polished. Avoid anything that squeezes the sides of your foot or forces your toes into unnatural shapes. You're not dressing for pain, you're dressing for peace. Next, let's talk style, because comfort and elegance can go hand in hand. Ballet flats are a timeless choice, especially those with a slight heel or rubber sole for extra stability. Loafers with soft leather or suede finishes offer a structured, slightly dressier look without sacrificing ease. And slip-on skimmers or modern moccasins bring a casual chic vibe that pairs beautifully with everything from jeans to dresses. Color is another secret tool. If you're only investing in one pair, choose a versatile neutral. Soft beige, blush, navy, or classic black. These tones go with almost any outfit and have a way of fading into the background, letting your outfit and your personality take center stage. But if you love color, go for it. A rich burgundy, dusty teal, or warm caramel can add a lovely understated pop. Details matter more than we think. A tiny bow, a touch of metallic trim, a woven texture. These little accents say refined without being loud. They show that you're still paying attention to beauty, just in your own grown-up way, and function. That's key. Make sure the sole has grip, especially if you're walking on slick floors or city sidewalks. A back that doesn't rub. A front that doesn't pinch. A shoe that feels like it's been waiting just for your feet. Once you find the right pair, you'll wear them with everything. They'll go with your high-waisted pants and white blouse. They'll peek out beautifully under your midi dress. They'll even dress down a blazer or add polish to a simple tee. And best of all, you'll be able to go from morning to evening without thinking once about taking them off. Because the right flats don't just support your feet, they support your day, your pace, your life. And when you walk comfortably, you walk confidently. Not rushed, not restricted, but present. At ease, rooted in your own sense of grace. We often underestimate shoes. But the older we get, the more we realize they're the quiet foundation of everything we do. They carry us forward, and they deserve as much love and attention as anything else in our wardrobe. Now that we've completed the list of 5 essential pieces, it's time to pull everything together with one final message, one that goes beyond fashion and speaks to how we truly want to feel as we dress in this beautiful season of life. Let's take a moment to pause, to breathe, to stand quietly in front of the mirror, not to criticize, not to compare, but simply to acknowledge the woman standing there. She's lived, she's loved, she's laughed and wept, given and lost, endured and grown. Her body carries stories, her eyes hold wisdom, and her heart still beats with curiosity and grace. That woman deserves to feel beautiful, and the truth is, she already is. No amount of fabric or fashion can create that beauty. It's already inside her, but the right clothes, they can help her see it again. They can help her feel it again. That's what these 5 wardrobe staples are really about. They're not about keeping up with trends or impressing others. They're about reconnecting with that quiet confidence that's always been there, even if life or aging or a changing body made it easy to forget. Let's go back, just for a moment. The white button-down shirt, simple, timeless, clean. It reminds you that elegance isn't loud. It's in the soft folds of fabric, the way it rests on your shoulders, the fresh start it brings every time you put it on. It asks nothing of you and yet gives you everything: structure, comfort, style. The high-waisted pants, they don't pinch or push. They support you. They elongate your frame, honor your curves, and move as you move. They let you walk through your day with ease, grounded and strong, without having to adjust or second-guess. The soft blazer, it's the perfect mix of polish and comfort. Not stiff, not formal, just enough shape to make you feel finished, enough softness to keep you at ease. It carries you from errands to dinner, from casual to graceful, all while staying authentically you. The midi dress, light, flowing, forgiving. It floats around your body like a second skin, never asking you to squeeze or conform. It reminds you that femininity doesn't fade with age. It evolves. It softens, it deepens, and it becomes even more radiant in its quiet form. And finally, the flats, the kind that support more than just your feet. They ground you in your day. They allow you to move freely, without pain, without strain. And they add that final essential touch, effortless beauty. Put them all together and what do you have? Not just a wardrobe, Not just style, but something far more precious, a sense of wholeness. You no longer feel like you're reaching for something outside yourself. You're simply dressing to reflect who you already are, a woman of experience, of wisdom, of quiet, enduring strength. And here's the most beautiful part. You don't need a closet full of clothes to feel fabulous. You don't need 20 different outfits or a dozen accessories. You need pieces that fit your life, that support your body as it is now, not as it was at 30 or 40 or even 50, but here, today, exactly as you are. Fashion at 60 and beyond isn't about hiding. It's about revealing your essence, your ease, your softness, your presence. So as you stand at your closet tomorrow morning, I hope you'll feel a shift. A little less pressure, a little more peace. You'll see that white shirt and know it will go with anything. You'll slip into those pants and feel instantly supported. You'll reach for that blazer or that dress or those flats, and instead of worrying how you'll look, you'll know how you'll feel, comfortable, confident, completely yourself. And that truly is the goal. Not perfection, not trendiness, but joy, ease, freedom. Because when your wardrobe supports your spirit, you stop thinking about what you're wearing and start focusing on what really matters. Your day, your loved ones, your purpose, your life. So take what serves you from this video. Leave what doesn't. Try something new or rediscover something old. Let style be simple again. Let getting dressed feel like a pleasure, not a task. And most importantly, let your reflection remind you of just how far you've come and how beautifully you're still becoming. You are not invisible. You are not fading. You are not finished. You are blooming. In your own season, in your own way, with grace that cannot be bought and confidence that no mirror can measure. And that, dear friend, is the most stylish thing of all.